Alright, welcome to Lesson 3, Unit 8, 45, 45, 90 triangles. No more reviews. We're done with those. So, we're going to start something new. And this new thing is how to solve a special type of right triangle. Specifically one with the two angles that are 45 and then your 90-degree angle to make it a right triangle. So, here's a picture of a 45, 45, 90 triangle. What I want you to do is look at this, and you should be able to make some conclusions about the sides of the triangles that I have indicated based on your previous knowledge of triangles. So go ahead and I want you to pause this video now and discuss with your group what ideas you can come up with about these legs. Okay, now let's see. Here's the definition: 45-45 triangle. It's a right triangle, and you will often see it indicated where instead of 45-45 they just say that these are congruent. Well, what do we know about triangles that have two congruent angles? Well, we know that the angles opposite them, the sides opposite them are congruent. Remember that from our isosceles triangles. So in a 45, 45, 90, the two legs are the same measure, always. And then the hypotenuse, you take the leg times square root 2. So legs, if our legs are x, our hypotenuse is x times the square root of 2. So our leg equals our leg. And if we wanted to go and solve the sides of the triangle, now we don't have to use the Pythagorean theorem. We could, but we don't have to. So let's say you wanted to go from the leg to the hypotenuse. What you're going to do is you're going to look at the leg, and you're just going to multiply it by square root 2. And that'll give you the hypotenuse. Well, let's say you wanted to go from the hypotenuse to the leg. Well, you would divide your hypotenuse by square root 2. And that's how you go hypotenuse to leg. So let's put this theory and this idea into practice. I'm going to do a couple of examples. First example, we're going to find the hypotenuse. So let's say that we have our legs are 3 and 3, and I want to find the hypotenuse. Well, to go from leg to hypotenuse, I take the leg, which is 3, times square root 2. And that's what x equals. That's all you really have to do. Sometimes it gets a little more complicated when simplifying radicals come to play, but this is the basic idea. Second example, we're going to find the legs. So we're looking for the legs, and we know that the hypotenuse is 5. Well, to go from hypotenuse to leg, we take the hypotenuse, divide by square root 2. Then we do our simplifying radicals. We rationalize. We take the square root of 2 over the square root of 2, and we get 5 root 2 over 2. And that's what x equals. And yes, I know that does seem a little bit more complicated than the first one, but it's just repetition and getting used to these simplifying radicals. Okay, so here are 4 examples. I want you to pause the video and in your group work through these examples, and then when you play the video again, I'll have the answers ready for you to look at. Alright, here are the answers to the examples, so go ahead and pause the video again, check your answers with the answers your group got, and see if you got them wrong, why. And then this will be the end of the video after you do that.